just bottled it against bottom of the league. Yo. Oh, you know what the maddest thing is as well, yeah? The week that all those Arsenal fans, yeah, have been demanding respect. They've been demanding respect. Yeah, that's in the clip, Luke. We were talking about it on the stream then, about Luke, the fucking Arsenal fan, saying, why don't people respect Arsenal? And Luke said, we'll respect them when they win somewhere. And they didn't like it. They saw their ass. The week that they've been demanding respect off everybody, they go and drop points off a 2-0 lead away at bottom of the league Wolves, mate. Yeah? The league is now back in our hands firmly. Technically, we never need to do an Arsenal hate watch again this season. Technically, we never have to watch Arsenal again, apart from Manchester City v Arsenal. Because if we win all our games, we win the league. They absolutely bottled it, bro. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it, bro. I actually can't believe it. Like, I can because the shit, yeah? But I can't believe it. How are you dropping points at home to Wolves, bro? Oh, my God. Away to Wolves, 2-0 up. 2-0 up. 2-0 up. Fuck me, man. Oh, you know what as well? Wolves deserved that, you know. They actually deserved that. Wolves played the better football. They were trying. You know what as well, right? Arsenal fans never want to talk about this, yeah? Arsenal fans never want to talk about the mentality, yeah, because it's embarrassing because Rodri fried them. But something ain't right at their football club mentality-wise, bro. How are you going to be 2-0? Oh, my God, bro. Oh, my God. No way. No fucking way. No way. Oh, my God. Oh, shout out Mosquera, by the way, as well, because Gabriel Jesus was going through on goal, and then that Mosquera done some crazy tackle, and then he was the one, I think, that launched it up, man. Oh, my God. Mate, it's on. It's on. It's on. It's in our fucking hands, bro. It's in our hands. It's in our hands. This is it now. We have to fucking perform, man. We have to get the W's. Ain't no way they brought this game forward as well. And they could have gone, what was it, 7 points clear? And they dropped points against fucking Wolves. Bro. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, register facts. No, Albie, you're wrong. They gained a point today. Honestly, man. You know what, right? If we win the league, yeah? If we win the league, I want somebody to go back and watch that Christian guy, his videos, because what I've clocked is, yeah, every time the points get smaller and smaller, he starts his videos off by going, he started off by saying, oh, it's still 8 points. It's still 8 points. Then he went, oh, it's still 7 points. Everyone needs to count. And it's still 6 points. And then his video last week was, don't worry, guys, it's still 4 points. Yeah? Honestly, man. Oh, it's crazy. But we're still 2 points. We've got the points on the board. City have got to win the games. Yeah? Oh, my days. Honestly, chat, we've got to save football, man. The whole football world is relying on us to save football. Yeah? Oh, my days. I can't believe it, chat. I actually can't fucking believe it. No way if they bottled it again. Something ain't right with them, bro. They went 1-0 up, yeah? They did this against Brentford. They went 1-0 up, and they just sit there. They just sit there. They literally just sit there and don't do anything. It's like, I don't know. Someone said it in the chat, yeah, at 1-0. It's like, LB, when Arsenal go 1-0 up, we don't do it. We don't try and kill them off. And then they got the second goal. And then obviously from there, really, you'd expect them to see it out. But they don't have that ruthlessness in them. Yeah, they don't have that ruthlessness in them, man. Honestly, they don't have it. They don't have that ruthlessness streak. They're trying to shit out the way to the league title. Look at the way Trossard's fucking about there towards the end. That's what they try to do. They try to shit out the way to the league title, man. And if you want to win this league title, you got to fucking grab it, bro. Yeah, like Ruben Diaz on that said in that dressing room video. You can't just go, oh, we'll just shit. No, you got to go and grab it. And their mentality, man, they don't like speaking about it because they get embarrassed. Yeah, and it's embarrassing. But I'm telling you now, something ain't right with their mentality, that club, mate. Yeah, Cookie Gal, honestly, mate. Bro, they're all getting fucking fried, bro. Yeah, they all run their mouth. This is why the fan base ain't likes me, because they all run their mouth big time, yeah? It's like, oh, you fucking respect us. This week, all I've seen on the timeline is Arsenal fans talking about respect. Why don't people respect Arsenal? Why don't people respect Arsenal? Win summer, and then people will respect you, bro. I hear it, man. Oh, my days. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, my days. Sorry, chat. I actually cannot believe that. I actually can't. Oh, my God. It's a bit of a bozo as well. Let me have a look at the goal back. What did Wright out? To be honest, I didn't really take it in because I just started celebrating. Let's have a look at this. What's this as well? Incident between Gabriel Jesus and Mosquera. Was that thing at the end? Let's have a look at this, right? What was David Raya doing? Oh, it's freaking great to watch back. It's mint to watch back. It's so good to watch back. Honestly, man. Honestly. Oh my days. Yo, is Lee going sick? Is Lee going sick? Oh, I bet he's going mental, bro. I bet he's lost the plot, hasn't he? I bet he's lost the plot. Hey, what's my mate fucking Dan Potts saying? What's my mate Dan Potts saying? Now, what's he saying, man? Oh my God. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh no. They're all fuming. They're all fuming, bro. Oh my days. I can't believe they bottled that. I can't believe they bottled that. That is mad bottle. That is some crazy bottle, man. Oh my days. Yeah, it's emergency stream settings. It really fucking is. I tell you what though, yeah, we didn't fucking take this now, yeah. That fucking game on Saturday night against Newcastle, bang! We got to win that game. We got to win that game. We win that on Saturday. Oh my! What happens if we win on that? So if we win that, we go 2 points behind them. We go 2 points behind them, but we've got to play them anyway. And I've always said, in my opinion, if we're going to win the league, I think we have to beat them at the Etihad anyway. So then if you beat them at the Etihad, you go a point above them if you match all results. But they are bottling it. They're bottling it. They are bottling it. Oh. Oh my days, chat. There's something not right in it with Arsenal. When you're watching them, there's just something not. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's weird. Like when you're watching them, there's no like enthusiasm. There's no enthusiasm to go and kill the game off, or sort of like I said before, like ruthlessness. It's sort of like, I don't know, football without passion, or I'm not sure passion's the right word. It's very weird. If you watch the game, because I know a lot of people did watch it tonight. I know a lot of people thought, nah, I ain't watching that. Ain't no way Arsenal are not beating bottom of the league. So I know a lot of people that haven't probably watched that game. But for the people that watch that game like me, you'll know what I'm on about. It's so weird watching them. They're 1-0 up and they just pass the ball around. There's no like, oh, let's take it to them, man. And then they get the second goal and then they just die off. And Wolves thoroughly deserve that point. Thoroughly deserve that point, Wolves. 100% they deserve that. 100% they deserve that. They played the better football. You would have known they were bottom of the league watching that tonight. They played the better football, man. 100%. It's complacency. They're arrogant, believe they should just win the league because they turned up. Turns out it's not that simple. It's not that simple. It's not easy to win a league, is it? We all know it's not easy to win a league. And we've won loads of leagues over the last decade, yeah? We know it's not easy. We've probably won like 1 or 2 that have been easy. It's not easy to win a league title, man. Yeah? And there'll be the rival fans in here, United fans, Chelsea fans, Liverpool fans. Like, we all know it's not easy. And then you've got some Arsenal fans who are old enough to remember what it was like to win a league title. And they'll know it's not easy. It's not easy, man. Oh, my days, bro. Ain't no way they just 2-0 up against Wolves and bottled that. If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be going absolutely sick. Yeah, chat, this ain't reaction here or anything, yeah? I said it in the watch-along. The way that Arsenal were playing was pissing me off. And I'm not even an Arsenal fan, I'm a City fan. And they were winding me up the way they were playing. So if I'm an Arsenal fan tonight, I'd be going absolutely crazy because what they were doing in that game was wild. It was pissing me. I was watching and thinking, what are you doing? I literally sent Jay a message in a group chat. Right, I sent Jay a message before. Yeah, here you go. 12 minutes past 9. I sent a message. What the fuck are Arsenal playing at here? That was before Wolves had even got a goal. They were stressing me out. I'm not even an Arsenal fan. Oh my God, chat. I can't believe they've just done that. I cannot believe they've just done that. The week that they've been demanding respect as well, man. The week that they've been demanding respect. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. Don't count your chickens, man. Do not count your chickens, bro. We need Spurs to do something now, mate. This new manager, Igor Tudor, yeah, we don't know nothing about him, but hopefully he's got something for Arsenal. Imagine if they drop points on Sunday. You imagine if they drop points on Sunday. Oh my God. How many City fans have just not watched that game and then have just like turned the phone on and just seen that fucking they drop points? Honestly. Oh no, Graham, 100%. I'm a bit gutted that we're not top of the league, man. Because if we would have played decent, we would have been. But at the same time, yeah, whilst I get what you're saying, and we 100% should be. You can only take what you've got. And for me, like that is one way, but we could also be dead by now. Manchester City right now could have been dead in this league title, and we're not, and now it's in our hands. So yeah, obviously, but at the same time, nah, because we could have been dead. We've got an opportunity now. We are now in control of this league. Yeah. We are now in control of this league. This league is now in Manchester City's hands. If we beat Arsenal at the Etihad and match Arsenal's results, we win the league. It's now in our hands. It's in our hands. Whereas before today, it wasn't in our hands. Exactly, Lou. Like, yeah, we can go back and say, what if we didn't fucking fuck it against Spurs? What if we beat United? What if we didn't lose against Brighton? It is what it is. It's done now. The fact is, this league title is on. It's in our hands. Yeah, and they're fucking crumbling, mate. Yeah, they don't have no bottle. Yeah, they don't have the spine, the mentality. Yeah, and they're not humble. They're not a humble club whatsoever. Haaland tried to tell these guys to stay humble. They tried to tell him. Haaland tried to tell him to stay humble, but they're not humble at all. They're not humble, mate. I had them in my chat before, 2-1 up, saying, why are you watching this, LB? You think we're going to bottle it? No, I didn't think you was going to bottle it. But I know you've got a history of bottling it. That's why I'm watching it, mate. Yeah, that's why I'm watching the game, because you've got a history of bottling. Yeah, it's the history of the Arsenal. That's what it is. It's the fucking history of the Arsenal. That's what it is, mate. It's a bottle job FC. No, my days, chat. Oh, my day. I'll tell you what, Ewan, yeah? If Spurs get a result against Arsenal on Sunday, I ain't live, because I'll just be sitting back watching the meltdown online. Oh, my God. I can't believe that. I cannot believe they were 2-0 up. I can't believe they were 2-0 up. They were 2-0 up. And they dropped points against bottom of the league, man. Can you believe that? That is literally unbelievable. And then they lost the shit at the end. I need to watch the thing again. People are saying Gabriel Jesus and that mascara was kicking off heavy, mate. I don't know what happened, though. Was it red card or no? Was it red card or no, chat? Mate.
Hello. I'll be on camera in a minute. Hello, Debbie Doubter. How you doing?
Did you watch the game?
No, I just saw the result. Do you know what? One day, I'm just on my way back from hospital. Do you know one day, you will believe Mystic Martin. You will believe him. I told you all in June. I told you in July. Can you not hear me?
I can hear. I was just changing my battery. Go on.
Oh, I told you in June. I told you in July what was coming. None of you believe me. I've read the script. I've read it. What does my name say there? Champions elect. It's in our hands now. And by the way, we've got to do one thing. I'm going to put this to everyone, to every City YouTuber, City X person, everyone. We now, what does that say? I've not got my glasses.
It says, Martin, you told us we were going to win the league at 15 points behind last season.
Well, I did, but listen, I've got to be right at some point. Listen, now's the time. None of this which players crap, pep in, pep out, contract. For the next 4 months, we become together. Because I'm telling you, we can create history here. We can not only win our title, we can put Arsenal in the mud forever and Arteta out of a job. We can end Arsenal. We can leave Pep going out on a horse ridden by gold. He can do what he wants. It's in our hands now.
I know. That's the difference.
This is all we ask for.
I'll always back City if it's in that. Well, I'll back City most of the time, yeah. But when it's in our hands, I'll always back us because when it's in our hands, we come alive. Yeah, and it's back in our hands now for me. And if these City players, yeah, can't fucking look at this Arsenal team now and go, these are dog shit. Because not only did they drop points today, they were actually just crap against bottom of the league Wolves. This was not a game where, they played well and Wolves nicked a point. Wolves were a better team for me. And like if City players got to be watching this now going, we can't lose the league against these. They're not good. Well, they're good, yeah, but they're not title winners, these. Ain't no way. Yeah,
they're not even in our stratosphere. They're not even in our stratosphere. This is a transitional Manchester City. We got told we were 3rd or 4th at best. This is what we got told. But they missed the biggest X factor in all this. A certain real bald person, not this egghead, next to me here, the real bald king.
That one there was a violation, personally.
Pep Guardiola. I'm telling LB. I'm for it. I'm pushing this now. We need to be together.
This is it, man. We got to fucking
screw the agendas. Screw the Savio's crap. Screw all this. Back every single person. Let's rock that Etihad out starting on Saturday against Newcastle.
That's that game on Saturday night, yeah. Everyone hit their beverages. Yeah, if you don't drink, then hit the Lucasades or something, man. Get sugar rushes and that, and fucking let's everyone get fucking cooking, man. Because if we beat them on Saturday, yeah, 2 points behind them, and then they've got to play Spurs on Sunday. And I know they always beat Spurs. Yeah, I know Spurs are not a team to rely on. But this Arsenal team is also not a team to currently rely on. And Spurs will take a point all day long. Spurs don't have to go out there and win. If Spurs get a point, that's a fantastic point for them relegation-wise. And they know they're fucking up Arsenal's title challenges. Do you know what I'm saying? Fucking come on, man. They're trash, man. Ain't honestly, no way we can let them fucking win this league.
We've got to go back to that treble season mentality. Let's not do an Arsenal. Let us not talk about quads or trebles. We just focus on the games. Pep Guardiola doesn't even have to give team talks anymore. He just pins up the last few results from Arsenal and go, boys, there you go.
Funny you said that. It's funny you said that, right? Because the game against Fulham, I said on the preview for Fulham, I think it's Pep Guardiola's easiest team talk that you'd ever have to give. You've just beaten Liverpool, yeah, and now you're going out against Fulham knowing that you need a result, yeah. And again, it's the same on Saturday. I think this is where, for me, there are certain times, yeah, in the season where the manager has to do something, and there's certain times where the players have to do it themselves, yeah. And maybe when the going gets tough, that's when the manager has to come alive. For me, in situations like this is all on the players now. The players have to get themselves up for this. I think Pep Guardiola should have the easiest team talk of his life on Saturday. He should just look at those players and say, lads, there's nothing for me to say. You know what you need to do. Yeah, you know this Arsenal team's here for the taking. Go out there against Newcastle on Saturday, who, by the way, have had 48 hours rest because they played tonight against Karabakh in Azerbaijan. Yeah, and fucking go out there and get me a W. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, these are shit, man. I can't believe they've just done that. I legit can't believe it. I didn't, honestly, man, I'll tell you something, the truth, yeah? I always thought Arsenal would drop points this season going forward, but I didn't think they had that bottle job in them again. I thought maybe they could go 1-0 up and drop points.
What did Haaland say? What did Haaland say to him?
Yeah,
be humble, Be humble.
I didn't think in 2026 Arsenal still had this bottle job in them. I didn't think they had it in them. I didn't think they had it in them. I thought they got past this. I thought they had.
But LB, all I've heard for a week and a half is they won the cup final already. They won the league. They're booking parades. They're doing the quad. They've got 19 world superstars all over the gaff. They went and they disrespected the wrong fan base and the wrong group of players.
Yeah.
You don't disrespect your elders. And what isn't talked about enough, because and this is why I'm starting to call it out now, the team that's been disrespected the most this season is Manchester City Football Club. Because everyone wrote us off at the start of the season. They wrote us off in the middle of the season. And you're going to find out what happens when you write us off at the back end of the season. I was just expecting us to kick the door in. I wasn't expecting Arsenal to hold the door open for us.
Nah, this is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying. I told these Arsenal fans, yeah, about, what was it, about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago when they had the chance. Arsenal, yeah, do you know when we dropped points? Like, we went through them rough period of time, yeah? Arsenal dropped points as well. That was the time that they fucked up, because what they should have done, they should have won their games, yeah? And they should have gone 12, 13 points clear of Manchester City. They didn't. They left us in there. And now, if we win on Saturday, we're 2 points behind them. And they're bottling it. And you know now, their asses are fucking going, mate, in that dressing room. I think their asses went when we beat Liverpool.
Well, I reckon,
I
saw the last Liverpool, 8 minutes.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, just quickly, I think against Liverpool, yeah, them Arsenal fans would have been seeing that clock at 84 minutes. It's 1-0 Liverpool, and they're probably thinking to themselves, it's over. And then within 6 minutes, we go from 1-0 down to 2-1 up against Liverpool at Anfield. I think their asses fucking went that day, mate. I think that's when their asses fucking went.
I said that the Anfield result scared them.
They dropped points twice since then, I think.
Yeah. That scared them because they went, shit, this team. Not many teams come back from 1-0 down with 5 minutes to go at Anfield.
No, facts.
Especially us.
No,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, just be careful. Anyway, I'm going to go and get ready for my show. Big up, smash those likes, and guys, let's be together. This title is ours if we want it.
Big up, Martin, man. See you in a bit, yeah?
Big up, mate.
Can't believe it, chat. I actually still can't believe it. I didn't think that they could do that again. I didn't think they had the bottle in them like that. I honestly didn't think they had the bottle job in them like that anymore. Like, I'd always thought they would drop points again. Yeah, because obviously they're not going to win 13 games in a row, 12 games in a row. It ain't going to happen. But I didn't think they'd go 2-0 up. I didn't think they'd go 2-0 up and drop points against fucking Wolves. Oh, my God. Come on, man. Come on. Fucking, we've got to say football, man. No one wants Arsenal to win the league. No one. They're horrible, aren't they? Aren't the way they play football grim? Yeah, the way they play football is grim. Proper grim. They deserve that tonight. Well, don't let anybody try and fucking gaslight us here, by the way. Yeah. Wolves, one of the worst teams ever in the Premier League, yeah, deserved that tonight. All day long, they deserved that. Yeah, they deserved it. Oi, Tony, I don't know if you was in the watch-along, mate, yeah? I don't know if you was in the watch-along, Tony. But when he did that at 2-1, I said on the watch-along, they're trying to scam the way to the title. They're not trying to grab it. I always think back to Ruben Diaz, yeah? It might have been Rodri. I can never fucking remember which one it was. I think it was Diaz. And there was that clip. There's that clip of Diaz in the dressing room before a game or at half-time or something, yeah? And he's going to the lads. He's saying, we've got to fucking grab the league title. We've got to grab it. Yeah, we've got to go and fucking get it. And they're trying to scam it. Look at the way they play. Look at the way Trossard. He's having the conversation in the 91st minute of the game with the physio. Oh yeah, should I come off here? What should I do? Should I stay on? Do you know what I mean? Try to run down the clock and that against Wolves. They're trying to scam the way to victory. They're trying to scam the way to victory. Yeah? You can't fucking do that, mate. It was Rodri, yeah. Nah, no way. You know, my memory's fucking short, man. Honestly. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Oh my days. Nah, their fan base is going to be in turmoil because you know what as well? I think they've all been lying to themselves. I'll come to these supers in a minute as well. I think they've all been lying to themselves. Because I don't know about you. I don't think I spoke about this on the channel. And I'd be interested to hear your takes on this. But over the last couple of weeks when they've been dropping some points, I've been watching some of their like fans online, yeah? And I think they've been fucking lying to everybody and lying to themselves. They've been going, oh, don't worry about it. We're still 4 points clear. We're still 6 points clear. And I'm thinking to myself, hang on a minute. You should have been about 13 points clear at the top of the table here. And you've let Manchester City stay within 6 points of you. And you try to tell everybody that you're happy with it and you're fine. I don't know, chat. I think they've been lying to themselves. I think they've been lying. I think their asses have gone. I think their asses have gone. I think the fan base, a lot of their own fans have been lying to themselves, gaslighting everybody, trying to tell everybody that they're all calm and that. Well, they won't be fucking calm tonight, mate. Yeah, I could say that for nothing. Yeah. And this game for City now on Saturday is absolutely massive. We've just had a week off. A week off. Yeah. Newcastle, respect, they're a good team, yeah, but they've just played in Azerbaijan tonight. They've got a 6-hour flight back to Newcastle. They've got 2 days rest, and then they've got to come down to Manchester. And I don't know, man, but I'd be surprised if the City fans are not fucking proper up for this now. We should be all on this, mate. Yeah, this is it. Fucking come on. That Anfield game, mate, yeah, that was, I think, where our season's turned around. But we've got to keep going now. We can't afford to fucking let this momentum drop off. We've got to let this momentum build and build and build. Yeah, we've got this Newcastle game, and then I think we've got 3 winnable games after that. Man City fixtures. I'm pretty sure after that we've got like Forest at home. Who we got after Newcastle? We got Leeds away. All right, tough game, but we got a week off. Yeah. And then we got Forest at home. And then West Ham away, Palace at home. We've not got the hardest set of fixtures in the world. Now, as per usual, blah, blah, blah. Standard caveats apply. It's the Premier League. Anyone can beat anybody, yeah? But it could be a lot fucking worse. It could be. We've got an opportunity, man. We've got an opportunity. Fucking come on. Right, let me go through these chats, man. I got Pat in the background. Let me go through these chats here, and I'll bring Pat in. Smash these likes up as well, yeah? Smash these likes up as well. I big up Bonzinator coming in with a 10 bomb. I big up, man. Sorry, I didn't see that earlier. I would have put it on screen. I big up Bonzinator coming in with the 10 bomb. I get some W's in the chat, lads, yeah? Let's get some dubs in the chat for the 10. Shout out to Bonzinator every time, man. I appreciate it. Big up to Angel, says, let's go. Spurs can also take points off them. Watch. Well, the thing is with Spurs this year, Spurs don't need to win that game. If Spurs get a point on Sunday, that's a great point for them. Probably keeps them in the league, yeah? And they know they fuck over Arsenal. So it's a massive result if they can get a point. I don't need Spurs to win. If Spurs get a point on Sunday, I'll be buzzing. Big up, mate. Big up to Yash, who says, maddest thing was that equaliser was scored by Samuel Edoze's brother on his debut, which he got subbed on in the 82. Yeah, but when he got subbed on, I thought it was Edoze. Sammy Edoze. I didn't know he had a brother, bro. I said it on the watch along. I said, yo, it's just Samuel Edoze. And I sort of felt like, ooh, this is written in the stars. But then the chat told me it was his brother, and I was like, oh, never mind. But yeah, man, honestly, the guy was actually pretty pony, man. He got the ball a few times before that and just give it away. But then he put the ball in the back of the net. That's all that matters. Big up to Yanis, who says, Arteta's players faking like flies from 65. You'll never walk alone, says Yanis. Big up to you, man. Big up to MK, says, deep it, I beg. Drop points 2-0 up against the 20th team. I know, mate. I know it's crazy. It really is. It really is. It really is. Big up to Cam. He says, LB, so happy right now. See me shouting with an empty stomach. So gassed right now. Actually can't believe that Wolves, you know. Come on, City. Big up my Muslim brothers. Iftar, Kareem, everywhere. Bro, I can't believe it as well, man. Honestly. Like I said to you, I genuinely thought Arsenal had got past this. I thought they got past this. I didn't think that they had this in them. Like, I thought they were better than that. Like, It sounds mad, innit? I'm not trying to do some like patronizing thing or whatever. I know it might come across like that. I'm genuinely not, man. I genuinely believe, yeah. I genuinely thought that they didn't have this bottle job in them anymore. Clearly they do. Big up Camis, man. Big up to you, bro. Big up to Dragon, who says, we need an experienced manager to instill it into these players, lol. Well done, B, if you win the league. LB says Dragon. Big up to you, man. I guess you're an Arsenal fan, yeah? Well, this is the problem. No experience in that team. If you look through the team, this is the thing I've said for years. If you look through that team, there's not a lot of players there that have won majors. You've got a couple that have won stuff, but you've not got a lot of players that have won majors, and your manager's not won nothing. Yo, Shad, I'll check the fixtures in a minute, bro, yeah? Nah, big up to you as well. I big up, was it Fitzgerald, is it? Yo, big up to you, bro. You don't have to become a member on both channels, man, but I appreciate it, bro. That's big support, man. Appreciate you, bro. Big up to Stallion, who says, Arsenal's result just pisses me off about the games we've thrown away this season. Spurs 2 up, Chelsea last minute. I know, listen, I know, it does me as well. But the fact is, Stallion, yeah, based on the results that we've had this season, we should be dead and buried. And I get it. You can look at it like that, and you can and go, mate, we could be, we should have been, and we should have been. If we would have won the games that we should have won, and we performed better, we'd be walking away with this league. Listen, that's not happened. We dropped points, and in another world, we could be dead and buried. Let's just be fucking grateful, yeah, that we're still in it, and now the league is back in our hands, and Arsenal's asses have gone, mate. Massam says Arsenal players are too emotional like their fans. Wolves were on top the entire second half. Crazy. I know. Bro, that Nkapie goal was completely against the run of play. It was completely against the run of play. Wolves were dominating. They were dominating the ball. 100%. Can't lie, seeing you were doing a watch along and thought you were mental. Just got the Sky notification with the result and never clicked to stream so fast. Oh, LJ, man. I wonder how many City fans today saw me doing a watch along and was like, this fucking guy. Yeah, what's he fucking doing? Yeah, honestly, lad. Honestly, I didn't think they'd drop points. I really didn't. But I've not been live for a couple of days. I thought, oh, you know what? I'll just watch it anyway. But you have to. In title races, you have to watch every game. And what I said, bro, proven right again. I've been proven right again. What have I been saying about Arsenal? People saying to me, oh, LB, which games do you think Arsenal are going to drop points in? Let's have a look at the fixtures. I said, no. I said, you're not getting it, are you? You don't understand. It's not with Arsenal football. It's not about that with them. It's not about who's the hard games and which is the easier games. Because Arsenal Football Club are a team, historically, under this manager, that have dropped points against the shitter teams. Against West Ham when they were 2-0 up, and then they missed a penalty and drew the game 2-2. Against Southampton at home. Like, people need to stop looking at Arsenal's fixtures and going, well, they've got this game. This game is a tough game. No, that's not what it is with Arsenal. Arsenal's a mentality problem against getting across the line. It's irrelevant who they play. It's almost better for Arsenal to be playing the shitter teams low key because that's where they come unstuck. Big up Stop Online Hate says City till I die. I never give up. Quad time. Aye, big up, man. You never give up. I know. Big up Love More Talk. Less says not for nothing, but Wolves are really shit. They're a weird team. They try and play football like the Barcelona. But listen, big up Wolves, man. I've been saying this manager is not it for 3 years, and my brother told me to go support Madrid. That's our fan base. Says, listen, mate. Obviously, as an outsider, this whole Arteta thing has been crazy to me. The manager's won one trophy in his first season, has spent about £1 billion and has won nothing. Yes, he's got you to be a decent team. Yes, you're a decent side. You're second. You're there or thereabouts. You got to semi-finals, Champions League. But until this moment, he's unable to get you across the line. For me, yeah, if you don't win the league this year, that is a bottle for me because you should have been fucking 12 points clear. You should have been. Mad, bro. Mad. Crazy. Big up Andre says, look at my boy LB looking like he's about to fight someone. Aye, bro, when that equaliser went in, I was jumping about. No, it's crazy. All you people as well, stop telling me to stop doing fucking hate-alongs and shit, yeah? Because every time I do a hate-along, I schedule a hate-along, I get people in the chat saying, LB, why you do hate-alongs? They never fucking work. Bro, the last 5 hate-alongs I've done, yeah, 3 of them have been a success. 3 of them out of the 5 have been a success. So can you guys stop fucking hating on my decisions to do hate-alongs, please, yeah? Because they're not as bad as people make out. Yeah, I've got the records. I've got the receipts. 3 out of 5 is the current record, mate. Yeah, we will be there on Sunday as well. We will be there on Sunday, mate. Big up to you, man. Big up to Illich says, I want to say thanks to Huzanov because when our defense was injured, he defended very well. Without him, we would not have caught up to Arsenal, bro. You want to prop Huzanov anytime. Anytime. Huzanov praise on this channel anytime, no matter what the topic of conversation is. We can praise Huzanov no matter what time of day it is. Top player, which has been, in my opinion, completely, utterly disrespected. And there's probably another word I'm trying to think of, yeah. But it's just ridiculous how he's been treated by the media. It's unbelievable. Yeah, big up to Massam says we play before them most games. It's so on. It is. We can put the pressure on them. Their asses are gone, mate. Big time. Their asses are fully gone, mate. Big time. Yo, let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Okay, come on. Rapid. Oh, they've just put a fucking graphic up of the fixtures side by side. Let me see if I can put a graphic up. Come on, man. Quick. Yes. Right, here we go. Let me get it. Yo, let me get it. One sec, chat. One sec. Yes, I've got the fixtures side by side fixture comparison. People wanted to get me the side. I've got the side by side fixture comparison, man. For some reason, they're being bare slow. Yes, here it is. One sec. Sorry, chat. I'm fucking slow here. Boom. Remaining Premier League fixtures. Got it. Right. I'll show that in a second. Yeah, big up Masson, bro. Big up Perfect Soul says the treble is on. Yeah, the treble of bottling it says so. Honestly, man. I just think it's hilarious, yeah. That fucking Arsenal fan was on that. I've not even seen the full episode, but that Arsenal fan was crying because Luke said he don't respect Arsenal until they win something. And all I've seen is Arsenal fans crying and saying that people should respect them, and then they've gone and dropped a fucking biblical bottle job, man. Honestly. Unreal. Big up to you. Big up to Eli says once Wolves actually tried to play, they had their way with Arsenal. 16-17 Spurs slaps this Arsenal side. Bro, Wolves were the better team, man. Wolves were the better team. First 30 minutes, Arsenal was kind of cooking them a little bit, yeah, but they weren't really like looking mad threatening. And then after that, I thought from about the 30th minute of the game, I thought Wolves were the better team. Genuinely did. I thought Wolves were the better team 30 minutes in. Wolves played the better football. They looked better on the eye. And they fully deserved it. They fully deserved it. It was unlike Arsenal trying to scam everything, man. Yeah, they deserved it 100%. Now, big up Eli, bro. Big up Archie said the next 4 are tough. They aren't getting 4 points. I'm going to bring them up in a minute. MK says AFTV were doing quad calculations. Bro, that's what I'm talking about, man. You don't listen. You don't fucking learn. Stay humble, man. City Fan Club says we're doing it again, boys. Love. Big up to you. Big up to From says City, Arsenal are facade. Come on. I don't know what that means, bro. Someone in the chat tell me what that means, man. I don't know what that means. I genuinely don't know what that means. Now, big up to you. Big up to Foggy as well, coming in with the 5 bomb. I got my good mate here, Pat, on the channel. Big City fan. Hey, did you watch the game?
I saw about the first 20, 25 minutes, and I just looked at Arsenal in a way where it was like, unless they were 3-0 up, something was going to happen.
Yeah.
Then I had errands to run, and then I came back, and then I saw it was 2-1. I was like, hang on a second, what's going on here? And then, I just got an alert on my phone to say it was 2-2. It must have been about 2 hours in or something, and I was like, okay, what the hell's just going on here? And then I saw it was 2-2. I was like, what? No way. Like, I think I might have said briefly on DAP when you and I were on Dap's show. I said draws kill momentum as much as losses do, because when you get a loss, you usually rebound a lot faster from it than you do when you have a draw. Draws are real momentum killers, and Arsenal are proving it at the moment.
Oh my God, bro. There's always a tweet, bro. Oh shit, this Arsenal fan tweeted at 2-0 up. Wolves are still defending with 10 men against Arsenal. You're 2-0 down, come out and play, try to equalise. Yo. Yo, there's always a tweet, man. There's always a tweet. Yo, you shouldn't tweet shit like that, man. Honestly. Hold that on. Now, you know what it is, though, yeah? Well, what I'm saying is, right, it's, like, really difficult to explain. I don't have the full words yet. But when you watch them, there's something missing from the Arsenal team. Right? They go 1-0 up, yeah? And then they sort of, like, played all right, yeah? But they were playing off of Wolves' mistakes. Yeah, like chat will know because you probably know you watched the first 25 minutes. So when they're actually getting at Wolves, it's off the Wolves' mistakes, and then that sort of died off, and Wolves got into the game, and then there was just nothing. And you're watching them, and it's like they're dead. Like I don't know, it's hard to explain, man. Like it's just not a team that you'd watch and go, "Yo, this team's trying to win the fucking title against bottom of the league." Like you're 1-0 up against Wolves away or bottom of the league. Go fucking take it to him. Take it on the ball, dominate the ball, chance creation, pop shots off left, right, and centre. And it's all very safe. It's very like I don't know, man. I don't know if anyone's got a better word.
Want to use comparisons? Look at Pep and Klopp era between City and Liverpool. It's like if we win a goal, if Liverpool win a goal down, it triggered them to go into another gear. And I mean, I'm not saying like Arsenal would play better if they conceded first or anything like that, but I'm just saying you have to go and play there almost with an idea of like you've got nothing to lose, because if you don't go out there and actually play your natural game, then the emotions creep in, the self-doubt creeps in, and it's just the psychology of football. When you're trying to hold a lead, you still got to play like as if every game's like a cup final in a way. You must win because you know the teams below you know that they have to be as disciplined as possible to try and win every game as well too. So you can't be allowing yourself to just have like margin for error sort of results or anything like that, because 1 minute you cruise and the next minute as I said, you got sharks circling around you. So yeah, look, I think they're just playing way too cautious, and in a way I also believe that, I've said this for a few weeks now, I feel like they played their hand back at the end of the year when they were playing really, really good football. I don't think they could play any better than what they were playing. So I think it's all starting to catch up to them now. Unfortunately,
I said that, and Arsenal fans do what Arsenal fans do, and just started crying their eyes out and saying I was chatting shit. I said, I said the same thing. I think they peaked. Now, again, that doesn't mean that Arsenal can't get back to that level this season, but I agree with you. I think they peaked, in terms of their maximum capable type of performance. Back at the end of 2025 when they were playing really good football. Because I was watching the way they were playing, I was like, I don't see a way that it can get better than this year. I think maybe we could squeeze a little bit more out of it. And then since then, obviously, they've gone down, but there's something missing from that team. Now, something that I've mentioned a lot is when you go through that team, there's not a lot of players in that team that have won major honours. You know what I mean? There's just not a lot. And also, the fact that Declan Rice isn't the captain is mad. I did a show with Igalia a couple of weeks ago saying, you need to make Declan Rice your captain, mate, because you need a leader in that pitch. And he was not having it. He was like, nah, Odegaard's the man.
Yep.
I was like, bro, Declan Rice tonight, I don't know how he's having to do that much defending and that much interceptions and tackling. He should be their captain, mate. They don't have a leader. I think maybe that is part of the problem, because they look directionless. That's a good one. I like that word. Yeah, they look directionless when you're watching them play. And then they go 2-0 up against the run of play. You're at Wolves. You think to yourself, go and get the third goal, kill them off. You get the third goal, it's game over. And they don't again. They just sit there and do fuck all. They get a fucking worldie, and that can happen against anyone. Yeah, Bueno puts in the worldie, top finish. Yeah, by the way, Hincapié, who scored the second goal, let the guy shoot. He went, go, you want to have a shot from the edge of the box? Go on then. Sometimes players do that, don't they? They do the odd, because you think to yourself as a left back there, you think, wait a sec, Bueno is a left back. He's got the ball on the edge of the box. Should I close him down so he has to cross it, or should I let him shoot? And sometimes defenders play the game and they go, nah, I'll let you shoot. He put it in top bins. Okay, that happens. And then they're on the ropes. Long ball forward. Bozo at the back from Gabriel and Raya. And Edozie, the brother of Samuel Edozie, used to be at Manchester City Football Club, puts it in the back of the net via deflection. It's mad, mate. I can't believe. And by the way, they should have lost the game at fucking the Emirates earlier this season. Remember?
Yep.
When they scammed it.
Yep.
It's fucking wild, mate. It's wild. But for real now, mate, like this game on Saturday night now, this is it now, innit? Like, this is the game for me where I think I think obviously a lot of people now are starting to think Arsenal are bottling it because they are bottling it. But I think if City win on Saturday, I think a lot of neutrals will go, yeah, it's City again. The City going to do it again. This is the game. Like we had the Liverpool game at Anfield, which we needed to win. Yeah, we had to win that game. We did it. But that game in isolation wasn't enough to confirm whether City are going to do something. Then it was the Fulham game. So then it was a case of, right, you've just done that game on a Sunday. You put maximum effort into it. Mental fatigue, physical fatigue. Can you go and get 3 points against Fulham or a good side 3 days later? We did that. 3 points in the bag. Lovely. This Newcastle game now is are we serious? Are we serious? Because you know what they've all said? All these people say, oh, well, Manchester City are not the same Manchester City. Right, okay, we might not be as good as we are in the treble year. I think they're doing too much, mate. I think they're trying to put us down too much and say we're shitter than we actually are, mate. Because all I ever hear from these people is, oh, well, you won't do an 8-match, 9-match, 10-match winning streak. We're already fucking 5 games unbeaten in the Premier League on current form. And like I say, if you've seen that, like I said, I went through the fixtures before. Obviously, again, standard caveats apply. Every game's a hard game in the Premier League. But if you can get past Newcastle on Saturday, you've got some decent fixtures there.
Mm-hmm.
You really do.
Yep. I said to Martin on our Mancunian Way group chat, I've even had the thought that by the time the cup final comes around, we could even be top of the league.
Yeah, 100%.
There's every chance that could happen. I mean, if Arsenal were serious, they would have rectified all the problems that they had with their lack of inconsistency from the start of the year, drawing against Forest, drawing against Liverpool at a time when we were really on the ropes. And if you're not going to take your opportunities, then where are they going to come from next? I still feel that they will get the win against Tottenham, just because regardless of what their form is, in recent years, they always seem to turn up against Spurs. So for now, I'm assuming 3 points there, unless something wild happens. Or like we said, we don't know what sort of unknown commodity Igor Tudor is going to bring to Spurs that weekend, but I still expect Arsenal to win that. But if it doesn't come from there, then when is it going to come from next? And I feel that I don't know I don't know if you feel the same way, but I think the manner in which we won at Anfield, it was a huge momentum swing in the title race. I don't think it would have been the same if it was, say, we'd held on to a 2-0 win and they'd scored like late on or something like that. I think the manner in which we won that was just incredible amount of momentum going forward now into the rest of the season. Yes, I still think we'll drop points here and there, but are you telling me that Arsenal are going to suddenly find a rich vein of form in the matter of a few weeks or something like that, and then just go on this incredible run? I can't see it. I can't see it with this current squad. I'm sorry.
Nah, and tonight was meant to be the banker. Yeah, insert Gary Neville clip. This was the one that shouldn't fail. This is the one that never fails. Well, it fucking failed, mate. Yeah, now you got some tricky games coming up, man. You know, Spurs away. Listen, they always beat Spurs, but you never know with a new manager. Chelsea battered them in the reverse fixture. Brighton, I know Brighton are a bit shit this year, right? But on the day, Brighton is a very tricky game. So you never know what's going on there. You know, I'm looking at these fixtures and thinking, you know, we can get past Newcastle. Yeah. And then look at the fixtures. We got Leeds 15th, Forest 17th, West Ham 18th. I mean, you can't really ask for anything better than that. And people can say, well, it's at Ellen Road, LB. Yeah, I know it's fucking at Ellen Road. I know it's going to be a tricky game to go to. But you're telling me you wouldn't take those 3 fixtures. You would tell me you wouldn't take that. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Every game's fucking tough. It's the Premier League. But I'm telling you now, man, you don't get much better than that, especially when they've got to play Spurs, Chelsea, fucking Brighton. And like I said before, Spurs don't need to win on Sunday. This manager, Igor Tudor, should be going, right, I don't need to win this game. How can I stop Arsenal from winning? Because if they get a point, that's a good point for them in terms of their relegation survival. And they know that they're putting a major dent in Arsenal's title hopes, man. Yep. Yeah, they know it. But this is it now, man. We've got, and you know what as well? I said to the chat last week, and Martin was sort of saying the same thing. A lot of the players, starts to Savio. Listen, the guy's not been good this season so far. But for me, clean slate now. You come back from this injury, and I need you to perform. Clean slate. Get on that pitch. And even if you just get 15 minutes at the end of the games and you did what you did against Fulham and you did what you did against Real Madrid, cool, we'll take that to the end of the season. Every single one of these players in this squad has a part to play, whether they're playing 5 minutes at the end of the games, whether they're playing 90 minutes and they're a first starter. Every player in this squad's got a part to play. If you're benched, push your guy in front of you. Yeah. If you're benched for someone else, you be better than him in training. You improve. Yeah, because this is how you fucking do it. Everybody, I always say competition for places. And now we're getting our players back just at the right time. Diaz has just come back. Yeah, that's great news. Aït-Nouri's hitting a run of form. Gay's getting at the ground running. Yeah, Rodri's starting to get better game by game. Bernardo's playing the best football he's played in 18 months. Yeah, the one that I would love, the one player to get on it now is Phil Foden. That's the player that I think, Phil, man, come on. Come on, Phil. Like, this is, imagine if Phil Foden, because they all shit on him as well. And listen, I know he's been poor for the last 18 months, yeah? But these Arsenal fans as well have a lot of fucking talk for Phil Foden when he's won 6 fucking Premier League titles, mate. Yeah, and your star boys won fuck all. So I have a bit of respect for him, first of all. Yeah, how mint would it be if Phil Foden come back now and just fucking took us to the title, just like he did 2 freaking years ago in the 4-peat year, man, when he was absolutely unbelievable and won PFA Player of the Year.
Yep.
Yeah, come on, man. Foden, you've had a bit of a rest now. Let's fucking go. They all need to step up, man.
Hopefully, maybe Thomas Tuchel's had a message to him saying, mate, you step it up over these next few months and you'll be on the plane to United States in June, July.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But, yeah, I would, if anybody's thought about it too, I would not be surprised if all the players on their little group chats are talking to each other right now saying, this is ours to win now.
Lock the fuck in.
Yep. And
emergency meeting in the morning, mate. That's what I want to see. I want to see a Jack Gorn tweet in the morning, emergency meeting. Manchester City players have had an emergency meeting this morning. Yeah, they all come out fucking smacking the chest, fucking getting baseball bats, smashing shit up, like, proper passion merchants, man. I want to see some passion. And I've seen that against Liverpool, because that's one thing that's pissed me off, yeah, is I've not seen a lot of passion this year. Against Liverpool, in that last 10 minutes, the passion, I want to see some passion. And people are like, passion merchant. You need to have a bit of passion to win a fucking league. You see Arsenal today? Honestly, man. It's like these players are in a coma sometimes. You watch some of these Arsenal players.
They play with too much emotion.
Yeah, but today there was no emotion. It was weird. It was almost like no emotion. They were emotionless. Look, they're all just fucking pass the ball. Like, where's the fucking sometimes you got to have emotion, man. And now, this game on Saturday night, come on. Let's fucking go. And then I think we've got another week off, until the Leeds game. So then that Leeds game's going to be a tough game at Ellen Road, but we've got a week off, so we should be going there fresh. But, as people will no doubt be writing in the chat right now, one game at a time. Let's just fucking deal with business one game at a time. And I think Arsenal are going to drop more points. Listen, we'll probably drop points, but I think they'll drop more points. And obviously, this is all premised on the fact that we've got to beat Arsenal at the Etihad anyway. That's a thing that has to happen, in my opinion. I think it's always had to happen since early on in the season. I think we're going to have to beat Arsenal at the Etihad anyway. Yeah. But of course, if they keep fucking dropping points, we might get away with a draw the way they're going. Yeah, because they look rattled, mate. Yeah. Big time.
Well, let's be honest. Is like if we're even top of the league by the time they come to the Etihad, then they're going to have to be playing, going for it. So that might create more opportunities for us.
Yeah.
I know. You never know.
Nah, it is mad. Let's have a look. Some of you guys are saying in the chat. Big up Nicholas. He says we need to win the next 4 games. League could be over by then. The time we face him. Yeah, exactly. Well, listen. It's not going to be easy, but realistically, you probably need to win every game for the rest of the season because you've got to assume the worst case scenario that maybe Arsenal do win all the games for the rest of the season. You never know. Plus, maybe you do. You sort of give yourself an insurance policy just in case you don't beat Arsenal. This is not a situation where we'll take a point here, take a point there. No, we need to fucking win now. This is where you put your foot down on the pedal and go, now we're going full ham.
I think that's why right now I would absolutely love to win that cup final too, because I think that's it. You're just doubling your momentum as well.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Really. Yep.
Exactly. Yeah, and you know what? This guy's right as well. Buxton. It's about fucking time we beat Arsenal. Not beat him for a few years, have we? Should have beat him at the start of the season, by the way, before Ryan just thought he was messy. Yeah, we should beat him.
It's such an Arteta thing. You said before about his performance against lower position teams. That's the mentality that he's had for several years now. Arteta's too focused on winning battles, and he completely forgets about the war. And the fans reflect that too, because they'll talk about a record against the top 6, and they go, "Yeah, well, the top 6 only makes up 1/3 of all your points total. in an entire season. Talk about the last few seasons when you bottled it against Fulham, you bottled against West Ham, that 3-3 against Southampton as well too. Those games that you should have been absolutely rinsing those teams and cruising to a league title, and you couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
What you do outside of the top 6 is really your bread and butter in terms of how many points you accumulate in the league season.
Yeah, of course it is. But Pat, that's exactly why when people are saying to me, LB, what are you saying about Arsenal's fixtures? Like, which games do you think they might drop points in? I've said it's irrelevant, bro. Because that's not historically where Arsenal have struggled. Arsenal have got a great record against the top 6.
Yeah.
You always see it on Sky. They always put it on the screen. We know they got a good record against the top 6. Yeah. Where they've struggled over the years is actually against the smaller teams, against the poorer teams.
Your bottom half. Yeah, your bottom half's been
your bottom half of the
your average,
mid-table. Yeah, exactly. So, like, when people are saying to me, LB, where do you think which are the harder games? I'm like, nah, you're missing it. This isn't normally where Arsenal struggle. And that's why, like, you've got to watch the fucking Wolves v Arsenal, because there's a slim chance that they'll drop points against them, because that's just the way they are. There's something missing. You see it when you watch it tonight, yeah? I don't know if you're going to watch the whole game back and again to the chat. The people who watch the game will know what I'm on about. There's something missing in that side. I can't put my finger on it, yeah? But they're trying everything. They're trying Gyökeres up front. They tried Jesus up front. They tried Havertz up front. Now they're trying Madueke on the right. Now they're trying Saka in the middle. There's something
they're playing Saka as
missing.
number 10 or something, aren't they?
They played Saka in the 10 today.
Yeah.
You know, I seen some guy on Twitter today saying, fucking Arsenal fans saying, oh, if Saka plays in the 10 for the rest of the season, he'll win Player of the Year. I said, hang on a minute. He played 45 minutes against fucking Wigan in the 10, and now we're talking about Player of the Year awards.
Yeah, and he's now getting paid, what, $400,000 a week for, for a player who's only scored 5 goals in 2 seasons.
Yeah, it's mad. It's crazy, but honestly, there's something missing. When you watch him, there's something missing. And I can't exactly put my finger on it because I don't know. Yeah, someone will probably say it in the chat. Someone will say, LB, what do you think about this? And I'll be like, you know what? Yeah, that's what it is. But when you watch them, there's something not right with them. And I don't know. I don't think it's a confidence. I think maybe confidence is part of it, but I think there's actually a fundamental problem with the team.
Do you think they're lacking a player who would take the game by the scruff of the neck if it wasn't quite going? Like, we had De Bruyne, we've had Rodri to do those sort of things, Phil Foden. They need an enforcer, someone who's like, right, we're not doing something. I'm going to have to pull out some absolute brilliance.
A star. They're missing a star.
Yeah.
Now, they'll say Saka's a star. Saka's not the star. Saka's a good player. I'm not trying to say Saka's a shit player. He's a good player. He's not the player. So far, he's not proven. Maybe he can do it in the future. He's not proven that he can be the guy. Yeah? And this is why they love to shit on Foden. Foden carried us in the fucking 4-peat year. It was unbelievable. Yeah, I think that might be what it is. That stardust. That bit of stardust. Yeah, by the way, that Gyökeres, is absolutely shit, mate. Yeah, he is a terrible, terrible player. Now, people might say, I know Lee likes him. People say, well, it's the manager. The manager don't. Well, actually, to be fair, I called that out at the time today. I thought the manager today, Arteta, subbed off Gyökeres at the worst possible time. Because when I think of Gyökeres, I think, when's Gyökeres at his best? Gyökeres is at his best when there's space to run into behind the defence. Yeah? Well, because Arsenal were getting cooked off Wolves, which is mad to say, they were getting cooked off Wolves. Gyökeres was getting space in behind the defence. He took him off and put Jesus on. I thought that is completely backward substitution in my opinion. But he's not. Yeah, you're probably right. They're probably missing that stardust player. Yeah. Yeah, the stardust number 10. Now, can they go and get that in the summer? I don't know. Who could they go and get? Who's the stardust 10? Who could they go and get? Couldn't they get? Is Bellingham could be that guy, maybe? Is he what a move to the Premier League? Is he even that guy?
The question is Arsenal going to pay those sort of wages from the get-go? Because look how many years Saka was here before he finally got to 300-400K, whatever the final figure is, with his new contract.
You know what they need? Cherky.
Yeah, Cherky's. Yeah, they need someone like a Cherky. That's a good shout.
Well, imagine Cherky with Rice and Zubimendi behind him. And you just basically say to Cherky, you just do your thing because you've got Rice and Zubimendi behind you.
Yep.
They could have had him for 30 million. But
everybody could have had him for 30 million and everybody completely ignored him. I can't believe that. I still can't believe that.
It's unbelievable, mate. Honestly.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at some of these chats, man, that have come in. Big up to Andre. Shout out to Foggy as well for the 5 bomb before. Shout out Andre says, bottle loading, tic-tac, tic-tac, tic-tac. Play it, LB.
Ahora sí va, en serio. Ahora seguro. Tic-tac, tic-tac, tic-tac. Empezamos.
Empezamos. Big up, man. Big up, Andre. Big up, MV says, holy smokes, there's still a chance. Bro, there's not just still a chance. It's in Manchester City's hands now. It's now in our hands. We don't need, technically, City fans don't need to watch any more Arsenal games for the rest of the season apart from City v Arsenal. Because if we do our business and we win our games that we need to win, we'll win the league. You technically don't have to watch Arsenal ever again.
Just do what we've done every other year. Just focus on what we're doing. Tunnel vision. Don't worry about what's going on around you.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, man, the way they're playing, against Spurs, Spurs players watching that. Maybe Spurs players didn't watch that tonight. I don't know. But if I was a Spurs player and I was watching that tonight, even though Spurs are absolutely diabolical, I'd be thinking to myself, yo, we can get something out of this game. Even if it's just a point, we can get something out of this game. And I remember a point for Spurs in their current situation would be very helpful for them. Yeah, that would put Spurs, because obviously they're in a bit of a relegation scrap at the moment. That'd put them on 30 points. So that goes 6 points clear of West Ham are in 14th. Obviously, that's before West Ham play. And they're doing damage to Arsenal. And by the way, Spurs haven't won a game in the last 5. So a point is not a terrible result when you can't win a game. Get a point against Arsenal, top of the league. Put a massive dent in their title hopes. You're helping yourself out, man. Yeah, I think Romero's out and he got suspended, but he's fucking trash player anyway, man. Yeah. Who was the back four they had last year when they beat us 4-0 with no centre-backs? Play that one. I think they had Ben Davies at centre-back, didn't they?
Yeah, something horrible like that, yeah.
Yeah, cooked us. Oh, my days, mate. Imagine Arsenal fans now. Yeah. I bet their asses have gone, man, aren't they? I bet their asses have absolutely gone, bro.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Well, that 4-0 was the only time ever in my life I've hated Big Ange, for obvious reasons.
Yeah. Nah, it's wild. Jay says, LB, it feels like they don't have chemistry. It feels like they don't trust each other. I don't know, bro. I don't know what it is, man. I'm struggling to put my finger on what it is. Yeah, I think there's maybe a number of things which is a bit mad. I think confidence is probably not there. I think they are missing, like Pat said, they're missing that sort of stardust. The player who just grabs the fucking, gets them across the line by hook or crook. They get the job done. And then maybe the manager has to be questioned. You can't just, I know fucking some Arsenal fans just don't want to talk about it. They never say anything bad about it. But I think you have to fucking mention the manager when this is a repeat.
I just think he's taken him as far as he can.
You reckon? I
do. And I'm gonna say it, unfortunately, if Arsenal end up with no trophies this season, I think the politics of that club, especially now that they've got that Berta, the chief executive operator, whatever his name is, the one they got from Madrid this season or last season, I think he's going to have a big say in terms of where the club's going to go forward in terms of with their manager, with Arteta.
The problem is, I don't think that guy will ever leave. I think they're locked in. Oh, you know what, MLK? I big up to Fan Club, by the way. It says Pep's going to put a final nail in Mikel's Arsenal career. Maybe, bro. Maybe. Big up to you, man. All right, MLK. I've said this. I'm going to ask Pat. Yeah. So, as a rival, so you're a City fan, right? So, as a rival, when Arsenal's starting 11 comes out of the 4 strikers that they have, so Gyökeres, Jesus, Havertz, and Merino. Which one as a rival would you least like to play? So which one are you most scared of as a rival? Because I'm with MLK. I think Merino. I'm most scared of Merino.
And I'm basing this off performances over the last couple of years since Merino came in. They always seem to have played better in attack when Merino's been up front. Yeah. And they've had better results as well too. It's
Havertz. Yeah, I think Merino, mate. I think Merino,
yeah.
I think maybe Havertz, he probably is up there though. Havertz, man, I can't lie. I think Gyökeres for me is the one that I'm least scared of. Real talk.
I just think Merino's a little bit more consistent than Havertz.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think Merino as well, his finishing is elite. Whereas Havertz will give you a chance even if he goes through on goal because he's not an elite scorer, is he? Whereas some of Merino's finishing is mad, His finishing's elite.
Yeah.
And he's great in the air as well. Whereas Havertz, he might link the play up a little bit better, but he'll always give you a chance in front of goal because he's not the best finisher. Jesus looks busy and is active, but nothing really ends up happening. And Gyökeres is just shit, man. Like, real talk, I think the guy's ass. He's the one that I would most like to play against out of the 4. You know what I mean?
Mm.
This guy here, LB Liverpool fan here. Congrats, Lord. Crazy stat Opta have come out with no side in the top of the league has ever lost a 2-0 league against a relegation side. Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. So that's the first time. So if Arsenal win the league, that'll be the first time that's ever happened. Wow. Okay. Unbelievable. No, I wouldn't take Arteta. I don't like him. I had this debate with the gal a couple of weeks ago. I don't like Arteta. I don't like him. I don't like him.
It's the PR. It's the PR he carries around. Because how on earth, how else would he be at that in that club for that long unless you've got incredible PR behind you? That's it. And I don't know if I'd want that.
Yeah. Nah, it's crazy, man. Can you get receipts for champagne? Oh my! The amount of I know the chest that Arsenal fans have had this season as well is mad. It's mad, and it's actually wild, man. The amount of shit I've seen online, from these Arsenal fans. It's like, it's like they don't learn, man. It's just like they don't learn. Crazy.
Yeah, and then when things go wrong, they'll grow goldfish memory.
Yeah, no, exactly. They all start changing what they've said.
Yep.
They've all start changing what they've said. Nah, but for us now, like, we just got to lock the fuck in now. Honestly, like, let's get this fucking team going. Yeah, I'm starting to see improvements from the City team. Yeah, let's get the back line sorted. Yeah, so for me, I said this recently, but as much as I like Huzanov, I think you need Diaz back in there, right? Even though I like Huzanov, the reason is I think you need that sort of like, that we're gonna fucking do this, and that's what Diaz can bring. I don't know if he still does it. It kind of feels like he doesn't do it as much these days, but I need him to get back to that level of leadership. Yeah, you go Donnarumma, mad aura, mad leader, one load of shit. Nunes at right back, guy's not dropped a mistake all season. I'm seeing some mad shit on my TV on his tennis game. Ruben Diaz, Gay's been absolutely incredible. Nori cooking on Prima Gasolina. Let's keep that three-man midfield locked in, Pep. Don't start changing that now. Rodri, O'Reilly, Bernardo Silva is the way to go. That's the way to go. That has been working in the last couple of games. We've not been getting cut apart in midfield. Yeah, all right, maybe you're taking a little bit away from the attack because none of them three players are the maddest attacking players, but it's given us a solid base. Yeah, you got to get Cherky in the team because if he's not there, you are going to struggle with creativity. And for me, I'm probably running Semenyo, Haaland. When Doku comes back, maybe this game's for Doku, maybe this game's for Semenyo. But that's probably how I'm running for now. When Doku comes back, that's going to cause me a little bit of a problem because Doku was cooking. But
I think when everybody can possibly be back, obviously the Croatians are just a doubt for the remainder of the season. We're very close to what Pep's going to be playing in terms of his most consistent starting 11, because I've always said every time we're in a league title or going for multiple trophies, he always from around about February or March, he'll have his top 11 and maybe 2 or 3 players, the most versatile players that he can rotate, when playing every 3 days or so. And I think we're very close to that in terms of what the main core 11 is going to be for the title run, both for the league and Champions League. We're very close.
What's going on with Rodri here then, Pratt? You know what's going on with Rodri?
In terms of the FA, I don't know.
Because he's been charged.
Yeah, I know he's been charged, but I know other players have been charged for certain things too, and some get fines, some get bans. I don't really know.
I need him. Fuck. Well, I don't know. Would you rather have? I think people are saying they reckon he's going to get a 1-match ban. So would you rather him be banned against Newcastle at home when they've not got Bruno G, or would you rather him be banned at Elland Road? That's a tough one, man. I can't lie.
Yeah, I don't know. I think banning for Leeds. For me, you got
get that win. Yeah. And then
I don't know. Leeds are a bit more plucky. Leeds seem to have been a bit more plucky this season. I don't know. I think we still play well without Rodri against Newcastle because they are one of those sides that's actually willing to play against us. So I wouldn't have a problem with Nico G being there either.
Yeah, I think I'd rather him be banned for the Leeds game, just because I think that I'm so focused on this Newcastle game now. I'm so locked in that I just want to get the 3 points. Because, by the way, we could beat Newcastle. Yeah, this is all possible. We could beat Newcastle, and Arsenal might drop points against fucking against Spurs. You know what I mean?
And hopefully, FA drag their knuckles. Maybe they won't decide to give him one match ban until the Forest game.
Maybe. Yeah, the Forest game.
I mean, if you had a choice, over the next 3, 4, or 5 fixtures, that would probably be the one.
Yeah. I don't know how it works in terms of if the ban would apply to cup games or if it's just league games.
No, I think it applies to league games.
Yeah, I think it's just league games, isn't it?
In the same way that I think a red card in the Premier League can also affect EFL and FA Cup matches.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure how it works, but yeah, I don't imagine if they banned him for the cup game, the Newcastle game in the cup. Arsenal fans would definitely be investigating that, man. I can't lie, they would definitely be investigating that. Honestly, big up Martin who says, "Ass squeaky bum time. The name defies mentality." I trust me, man. Speaking of Martin Tyler, he was fucking commentating on the Olympiacos game I was watching before. I didn't even know he did that. Yeah. But they did bottle it, man. Squeaky bum time, innit? When the pressure's on, you know, someone always bottles it. Big up Simon's 30-month member. He says, "Keep calm and carry on." Big up Pat and LB and Pat. Wow. Big up to you, Simon, mate. Big up for the 30 months. Exactly. Just got, I like to look at the fixtures and that, yeah, because that's what fans do, right? I'm not going to stop being a fan and stop looking at fixtures, but the old adage. Focus on the next game, innit? I don't know if that is an adage, but that's basically what I'm saying.
Goes back to what John Stone said in an interview a little while ago, where he said the players treat it like they don't even pay attention to like the next, like the game after the next one they're about to play. They just have absolute tunnel vision. All they care about is what's happening in the next couple of days. And then once that's over, we've got that one coming up. Like they really do not look at the fixture list. They don't. Yeah, they just focus on what's in front of them.
Rice with John Stones, wasn't it? Because Declan Rice said to John Stones for England in the England training, Rice said, "Oh, what are you thinking of when we play you? Or like, what are you thinking in 2 weeks?" And John Stones was like, "What?" The big game in 2 weeks. And John's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." He said, "We play you in 2 weeks, Arsenal v City." And he was just like, "Nah, I don't even know we played you in 2 weeks." Like, they're not even asked. They just like focus on the next game, which is what you need to be. And it probably, for a player's point of view, it probably is the right way to go, because then you're not fucking thinking too much about, well, this. That's where you start making mistakes. As fans, we're going to do it because I'm not on the pitch playing football. As a fan, I'm going to look at the fixtures. But as a player, you probably do want to just focus on the next game. And that's clearly what they do, and it's clearly worked. And this is Arsenal have done, LB. We'll go to your gaff and set up to draw. It's done. League Cup is in the bag too. You're well on for the quad. Nah, bro, honestly, man, I'm not going to start speaking about that, man, because if we was to win, like...
Come on, Andy, don't be giving us the kiss of death, mate. Nah.
Yeah, that is crazy. The fact we're even still in this title
reverse psychology shit, yeah.
The fact we're even in all full competitions at this point, given how we played this season, is crazy. Yeah, but, it's not about the future. It's about what we do going forward, man. Do you know what I mean? The treble year, we weren't good. I'm not saying we're going to win the treble. I'm just saying, in the treble year, we weren't playing the best football, were we? Until fucking January, February come around, and then Pep just fucking launched that system with John Stones in midfield, and we just started battering everyone.
Yeah,
like it's a marathon, not a sprint. And going back to what Pat said when he jumped on the stream earlier, I remember, and I said it to you guys on the stream at the time. Some of you will remember when Arsenal was playing good football. Yeah, they were playing good football earlier in the season. I remember saying to you guys, I think they peaked, man. They're playing too good. Like, it sounds weird, yeah, but they were playing too good for that time of the season.
Do you know what they play like?
They just were.
Do you know what they play like, LB? They play like a South American team, like as if it was a calendar year.
Yeah. No,
they finished strong. They finished strong at the end of a calendar year. If they were in South America, they win all the titles.
Yeah, but you know what as well, Pat? Yeah, if you're going to play like that early on in the season, you need to open up a big gap.
Yeah.
So you need to open up, a 12, 13-point gap. You need to justify them level of performances to open up the gap. They didn't. They were playing great football, but they weren't opening that gap.
Look at Centurion season. We did
what
we did because we're absolutely ruthless in that second half.
Yeah. We just went on a mad run, innit?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, the first half of the season.
Yo, did anybody see what happened with Gabriel Jesus after the game, man?
something about him shoving mascara or something like that. I think he got a yellow, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Premier League reviews it.
So what? Jesus hit mascara?
Yeah, apparently it was like, I don't know how serious it was. Like, chat, I didn't see the end of it, but apparently he did like a massive shove on mascara, and I don't know if it was anything sinister or hostile, like maybe, you know,
like a red
chat.
card,
I don't know. Was it like when Rodri got that red for when he pushed choke pushed Morgan Gibbs White?
Cammy said he lost his head. Pushed a player. It wasn't his face. Should have been gone, sent off.
Wow.
He pushed him. Yeah, I didn't think I was celebrating at the time, so I kind of didn't see the actual impact. I just seen the aftermath. I didn't see the aftermath. Gabby shoved a player in the chest. Man, if he pushed him in the chest, man, he will get away with that if he pushed him in the chest. He don't start anyway, so it doesn't matter anyway, does it? But he just get rattled him, doesn't he? He's the one on the clip. Wrong clip. I'm not going to say anything bad about Jesus. I like Jesus. I'm not going to start saying anything bad about him. I like him. But he gets involved. He gets involved, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to LB, says, yo, bro, I just woke up. What the fuck happened? Oh, my God, no way. Well, listen, if you don't put it... Oh, I don't know if Stubbs is still in the chat, yeah? Guy in the chat, I was in the watch-along, yeah? Stubbsy was in the chat, but he wasn't watching the game. He was watching Inter Milan beat Boldo. And it was the 75th minute. It was 2-1 or something, yeah? And he says, LB, he's put this in the chat. He says, LB, should I turn off Boldo and watch the Arsenal game on? I said, listen, mate. I said, Arsenal probably going to win the game. But if they don't, it's going to be a historical day and a historical meltdown, and you need to be there for it. Yeah? Now, Stubbs, I don't know if you're in the chat, but if you are in the chat, let me know if you turned over. You've got to be there for him, man. And listen and know, you got to go through the game. What's that game we did the other day? Was it the Leeds game? We watched the Arsenal League. Listen, sometimes you don't watch it, it's going to be grim. And they'll cook them. Well, to be fair, they went 1-0 up after 4 minutes. People in my chat was telling me to end the stream. 4 minutes into the game. People in the chat was like, LB, end the stream, man. End the stream. I was like, no, I'm not fucking ending the stream. Yeah, I stuck in there, and then we got the fucking just rewards, mate. Yeah. The Brentford game, yeah, people always telling me to end the stream as soon as they go 1-0 up. It's like if some of these people forget that this Arsenal team is a bottle job team, mate. Honestly. I'm buzzing. I'm so fucking ready now. I'm so ready.
Yeah, I'm fired up for the weekend.
I want to see again on Saturday. I want to start to see the performances increase and get a little bit better, because Fulham, I thought first half we were decent. Second half we were all right, not the best, obviously. We had one shot in the second half. So I want to start seeing, because at the moment I'm sort of like believing it's going to happen. I want to start seeing it. So against such Newcastle, I want to see a good performance. I don't have to be the best performance in the world here. I'm not asking us to play treble winning football. Just slight improve. As long as I'm seeing improvements and results, because obviously you need results now. So long as I'm seeing improvements in performances, even if it's just small things here or there, and the results, that's all I need. And the other thing is, I do want to see a passion again, because when I seen it at the end of the Liverpool game, it made me believe. It made me believe that, like, yo, these players want it, because that's something this season that has, I won't say hurt me, yeah, I'm not a fucking grown man, but sometimes it gets me down and disappointed that, like, sometimes I watch City this season, I think, do you guys actually fucking want it? Well, against Liverpool, against Anfield, in that last 10 minutes, I thought, these fucking players want it. Yeah, and now, Saturday, I want to see a bit of passion, get stuck in, yeah, and even if you're having a rough part of the game, keep fucking fighting, increase that performance level, even if it's just minor increase, and win me the match, and that'll be buy-in for me. I'll be like, yes, we'll be fucking there.
Yep.
Yeah. Incremental improvements.
Hopefully, these next few months we start filling up the stadium as well too, and start getting those atmospheres from previous seasons as well.
Well,
hopefully this motivates more people to go to the ground.
It probably will, bro. Just to get the ticket pricing right, and that it will. And you know, Saturday 8 p.m. is a bit of a fucking weird kickoff time, but you know, in a game like this, it's
a bit of breakfast footy, mate. Love and life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, 7 a.m. on a Sunday. It's not bad, actually.
He says, good job, Corey was 20 minutes. Bro, I don't like the 20-minute Coronation Street episodes at the moment, man. Yeah, fucking woke nonsense. I don't like it. Bring back the hour episodes, mate. Yeah, 20 minutes is not long enough. But yeah, you could have missed it, man. You could have missed it, Tom. Yeah, smash these likes up as well. Big up to Fitzgerald, bro, says if you're not there for me in the bad times, something like that anyway. I never gave up LB. It's like that. Oh, come on, bro. You got to stick in there, aren't you? You got to stick in there. And that's what we said, didn't we? You know, remember earlier in the season when we weren't playing well. And what we were saying? We were saying just stick in there. You can't win the league by Christmas. You can't win the league by January, but you can lose it. Just stick in there. That's all we needed to, and we did. We stuck in there. It wasn't pretty, and at times it was fucking pathetic, but we stuck in there just enough that Arsenal give us a chance, and now bang, back in our fucking house.
I've said it before, LB. I've said it for numerous years now. If we're around about 5 or 6 points at Christmas, New Year, we're there. We're right there. Yeah. We're right there. Don't give us. If you give us more than that, I think it's too difficult. And Arsenal have given us. We've given Arsenal so many opportunities in the same way that they have now given us so many opportunities too. So anybody who gets worked up in the first half of the season, just calm down and go and have a look at the years where we won the league title. More or not, we've chased teams down than we've been chased.
Yeah.
So just look at what we've done and you'll understand that, yeah.
Gal's tweeted chat, yeah. There's 5 points ahead with 11 games left. 60% chance Arsenal win it from here. If City win it from here, we'll talk then. It's too funny, isn't it? Their asses have gone, man. They're lying to everybody. They're lying to themselves. They're lying to everybody else, and they're lying to themselves. Yeah, honestly. Look at this guy. If you can't win, don't lose. Trust me, man. It was a good point on the road. It was a good point on the road for Arsenal.
It's a point gained, but.
Yeah, there's a point gained, man. We've extended our lead. That's what they'll be saying. Yeah, so let's just clarify again what the points situation is right now, and then we'll have a look at the fixtures. So at the moment, Arsenal are top of the league. They currently have 58 points. Manchester City second with 53. So what's that 5-point gap? However, City have a game in hand. So City with a game in hand. Yeah, 2. People will be saying, well, what's going on? Well, then we got to play. Yeah, we got to play Arsenal at the Etihad, which we need to win. Yeah, we need to win that game. So, when you deep it, it's still going to be tough to win the league because we've still got to beat Arsenal at home. But I know the way I'm thinking is now, I'm thinking Arsenal are going to drop some more points. That's what I'm thinking. The way it's going, I'm thinking to myself, Arsenal are going to be close. Arsenal are going to be Chelsea or Brighton.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at the schedule too as to where there's a possibility that the Palace match might get rescheduled for us.
I think that's going to be late on.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because I'm trying to see because we got the round of 16 is the 10th and 11th of March, and then the 17th, 18th of March, and then if we do progress, the quarterfinals are not until the midweek 7th and 8th of April. So if you try to 7th, 8th,
well, there's always a game in between the two, like the last game of the season and that weekend, and there's always a midweek game.
Yeah, so
it could go there. But obviously, if we keep qualifying for FA Cups and going there, I don't know. Yeah. It's going to get crazy.
Don't forget international break in March as well, I believe.
Yeah, when is that? What date is that?
I think it might be the end of the month. I have to check the FA Cup schedule again because we play the Cup final against Arsenal on Sunday the 23rd, and then there's no club football until
you're right.
We play Chelsea on the 12th of April. So I think one of those weeks is international, and the other one is an FA Cup round.
Yeah, so our next games now before the international break, right? And I'm looking for 4 wins here. If we get 4 wins out of these, Newcastle at home, Leeds away, Forest at home, West Ham away, international break. Is 4 wins doable there?
Mm-hmm.
If you win those 4 games, I reckon you might go top of the league.
Yep. If we get top of the league by the time the Carabao Cup final comes around, I will not be surprised.
Yeah. Wowza. Absolutely insane, chat. Absolutely
those Arsenal players, they don't need to prove. They need to now not just prove to their fan base, but prove to English football that they are good enough to win it now. And I don't know if they can, or if they do, I still think they're maybe a few games away from starting to get back into form.
The thing is now this is starting to become a regular thing. They've only got the last 27 points that Arsenal have played for. They've only got 10. But I think they've won 2 games in 8. Is it 2 games in 8? I think it might be 2 games in 8, yeah, that they've won. It's either 2 games in 7 or 2 games in 8. It's some shit record anyway. But now,
so 17 points dropped. If they'd even just accumulated half of that,
James said
20,
2 and 7.
2 and 7. So of 27 points, they've only gained 10. Even if they only 17 points lost, basically, even if they'd only gained half of that, so 8 points, they would have been 13 points ahead of. Even after this Wolves draw, they would have been 13 points ahead of us. This
is what I've been saying. They should have. This is why I said.
Yep.
They fucked up. Yeah, when they should have been 13 points clear, league over. We all go. Let's focus on the cups, and they cruise to the title. They kept us alive. Yeah. And they kept us in it. And that was where they went wrong. And that was their mistakes. Yeah. And the thing is, just going back to what I was going to say, now they're on this shit run. And you can tell certain players in that dressing room now, fucking fed up, like Declan Rice, if they, in their next game, like they go 1-0 down, I think their heads go. Because they're all now thinking it's impossible for them players not to think that they're going to bottle this league again. It's natural. It's human emotion. All the players in that dressing room now, especially the players that have already been through this situation, they'll all, because it's natural, and don't Arsenal fans tell me this is not going to happen, they'll all be now worrying. And the problem is now for them, is if they go 1-0 down in a game, they're going to have all that negative energy, and it's impossible to try and overcome that situation. So at the moment, they're kind of getting away with it because they're going 1-0 up in the games and they're still dropping points. What happens when they go 1-0 down? And then the whole energy gets negative. The Emirates is booing them. They're all going sick and that. The players are like, shit, we're bottling it and that. Yeah, they could lose games. Rice is fuming, bro, because Rice went there, stupidly to win trophies. That's what he said. And he's won nothing in 3 years. And he's probably thinking to himself, if he don't win anything this year, that's embarrassing. Embarrassing, mate. So this is what this is the problem. Arsenal have got all this pressure. Like City, we obviously have pressure. We spent a lot of money, right? But realistically, our pressure is less than their pressure because we've won shit with this manager. We won trebles and quadruples.
We've got nothing left to prove.
Yeah, and whilst there's always going to be pressure, especially when you spend big cash, like they're under pressure because they've not won anything. So the pressure for them is like, imagine the pressure that we're in as a club. And I think we're under pressure. You can't be spending 400 million in three transfer windows and not going to win shit. So we're under pressure. But imagine the pressure that they're in. Their fan base is under pressure. The manager's under they're under so much more than us. And I feel fucking under pressure as a fan. So imagine what they feel like as fans, and then imagine what their players feel like. Every time City step on the pitch, I'm shitting myself, but I'm a fan. Imagine what their players are feeling like. They're probably fucking shitting themselves every game.
Well, we're old school City fans, mate. We assume that anything that can go wrong can happen. Yeah. It's all going to go wrong before it goes right.
No, 100%, man. Right. See what you guys are saying before we get out of here. Treble Centurions, domestic, quad 4 in a row, what left? No, we have nothing left to prove. Yeah? We have nothing left to prove. But you still have pressure. There's always pressure, but we have nothing left to prove. They have pressure and they have stuff to prove. You know what I mean? We have pressure, but we're rebuilding. Exactly. If we win the league, I hope they're zooming on Rice's face last day of the season. If Arsenal go trophy-less cheeky bid for Rice in the summer, says Matt, bro. Honestly, man.
If Arsenal go trophyless, I think one of either Saliba or Gabriel go somewhere else.
So it's one of them, innit? Like, they've got a lot of players there. Like, let's not pretend like they're all shit players. They've got a lot of players there that walk into a lot of teams around the world. And, Declan Rice is in his prime.
Yeah. Do you still think there's a chance Saliba goes to Madrid? Because I think Madrid need to bolster those defensive ranks.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, because what's his name? The Brazilian defender, he's always injured. Alaba's not getting any younger. He's like 35, 36 now. Huijsen hasn't quite reached the levels he was at Bournemouth last season. I think they're going to have to go a little bit Galacticos and probably go find a big name.
Yeah, I just don't see them doing that, bro, with a centre-back. Because I think he signed a contract, didn't he, Saliba? So it's going to be a lot of money. And I personally don't see them spending that much money on that. Let's have a look. Someone's saying Saka comments. Here we go. Saka comments. He says, pressure. I don't think about all that. I just think we need to get back to our level. Do the basics right. We've got more than enough quality in this team to win games, especially the games when we've been dropping points recently. Well, kind of looks like you're feeling the pressure, bro. Can't lie. When you're 2-0 up against Wolves, who are bottom of the league, and then drop points. kind of feels like to me watching it that you do feel the pressure. I'll be real, but maybe you don't feel pressure. Maybe that was just a fluke. But then what happened against Brentford? Was that a fluke as well? Was 2 wins in 7 a fluke? Maybe it is. Maybe it's all just a fluke, man. You know what I mean?
Never know.
Mad. Big up City Man says the feeling will happen. Same to us before we wonder. That feeling will happen. Same to us before we wonder UCL. So yeah, it just feels like it's never going to happen. I know. Listen, I've said for ages. I think one Arsenal win a trophy, I think they'll start winning more trophies because I think that first one will kick them into gear. But until they get across the line in one of them, they're going to have the question marks against it. And I see these Arsenal fans online, yeah, and you know, I see you guys in the chats on some of these shows that are going. I see you guys. Some of you guys follow some of you guys on Twitter. I see it all. You guys see it on different shows, Big Steve and that. I know you guys all see it, right? But I see this sort of this attitude with the Arsenal fan base sometimes. Again, this is not Arsenal. I'm just talking about every Arsenal fan here, of course. You guys know that, yeah. But I see so many of these Arsenal fans, right, who just like are completely dismissive of like of the lack of sort of ability to get across the line and how that affects going forward, because until you get across the line, you're always going to have that question mark above you. And every time you raise it, so many of these Arsenal fans say, well, you know, that was Arsenal in the past, or they come up with excuses and they try and tell us it was because of injuries or PGMOL. And it's like, you try to have an honest conversation. You try to say, like, until you guys get across the line, this is always going to be like a question mark above Arsenal Football Club. And I personally, I've already said it, bro. I've already said it. I personally, I'm not trying to like do anything. I didn't think Arsenal had this in them anymore. I genuinely didn't. I did not think Arsenal
like sooner or later they'd learn from their mistakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they'll never drop points again. Yeah, or that they won't go 1-0 up and drop points. But 2-0 up against Wolves, I didn't think they had that in them. Like, obviously they had the Southampton game where they went 2-0 down. They had the West Ham game where they went 2-0 up and then drew 2-2. That sort of like mad bottle. Yeah, because a 1-1 against Brentford isn't a bottle, let's be honest. Yeah, 1-0 up, 1-1. That's not a bottle job. But this is a bottle job tonight. And I didn't think Arsenal had that in them anymore. So for me, if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be seriously worried with today. Because today for me is like, bro, I thought you didn't have that in your locker anymore. And you still have that in your locker. That's pretty mad when we're 3 years on from when you bottled it last time.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Crazy. It's a madness. It's mad, mate. Remember, Saka is star based on Arsenal fans. He's a good player. He's a good player, Saka, but he's not proven one bit that he can get them across the line. This is why I think sometimes the Saka glaze goes too far. He's a good player. I think he's a good player. I think he's in world football. But he's not proved anything at the top level to get them across the line like Foden has. Yeah, Foden won PFA Player of the Year in the 4-peat year. Absolutely incredible. Without him in that form, yeah, when a guy was scoring massive goals, we don't win the league. Yeah, he's carried us across the line, and he always want to fucking compare Saka and Foden, and I don't know why. When Foden,
which is a stupid comparison because they're completely different players.
Different players,
in
different
terms
positions.
of positionally where they play. Yeah,
and Foden's won about fucking 20 trophies. Saka's won 1, and he played about 20 minutes.
In a squad that was inherited from Unai Emery.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. Unbelievable chat, eh? Absolutely unbelievable. Right, I think we're gonna get out of here, man. Are you going live on?
If you could do a redirect to Mancunian Way, Martin's doing Stateside Blues over there. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, I might jump on there for a bit too. We'll see what happens.
Sweet. Right, well, bloody hell. That's why we do the watch-alongs, man. That's why you got to do the hate-alongs, because sometimes they provide you with generational nights. Honestly, crazy. The amount of City fans tonight, man, that was telling me to end that stream when Saka scored as well. And to be fair, I thought to myself, bloody hell, here we go again. But it's with Arsenal. You just never know, do you? You just never know, mate. You never know. Right, sweet. Big up for jumping on, man. It was good to chat.
Yeah, you too, mate. Yeah, as always.
Chat, I'll be live tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to speak about. We might have to speak about the bottle job. How do we kick on from here? You know, in terms of mentality, in terms of team selection. How do we set out that front three, especially when Doku's back? That's going to be an interesting one. Yeah, so a lot to chat, man. A lot to chat about. We've got Newcastle on Saturday night, so it's getting closer and closer. It's a massive, massive game. I don't think there's any decent football on tomorrow, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I might do a watch along. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, big up to you guys, man.
I think it's Europa and Conference, isn't it, tomorrow?
Yeah, there's a few decent games on, man. I seen that Fenerbahce are playing Forest, and I think, I don't know.
Yeah, Fenerbahce Forest could be good. Celtic Stuttgart's not too bad either.
Yeah. There's this Celtic fan in my chat. He was begging me to do a fucking Celtic watch along, so I might do it. Right, boys, I'm getting out of here. Big up to Pat, big up to Martin for jumping on early. I'm going to redirect to Mancunian Way. Yeah, smash the bottle emojis in the chat on the raid, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace out, lads. See you later.
Big up, everyone. See you in a bit.